Giuliani
in the news with
sued for $10 million by former aide over alleged sexual assault.
They've been saying the word alleged all the time.
They have to. Just because you bring allegations against somebody don't mean they end it.
Yeah, because they had their little legal comment too.
And he has the right. He could appear in court to
I'm sure
defend
he's
himself.
Sweating more of that black stuff coming out of his hair.
Oh my God. A former associate of Rudy Giuliani is suing him for a sexual assault, accusing Donald Trump's former personal lawyer, they had to throw Donald Trump's name in there, of hiring her to fulfill his desire for a sexual relationship.
And they so much the same.
Well, that's why they friends.
You grab women by the sewer too.
I grab them too.
I do too.
In a civil complaint filed on Monday and seeking at least $10 million, Noelle Dumfrey said Giuliani began abusing her almost immediately after hiring her as an off-the-books employee in January 2019. Now, let me tell you what I have issue with this story. First of all, do you know what she's saying he did?
Yeah, they kind of went into a little bit of detail.
Something about he got her drunk, allegedly, when she came out the shower.
A flag on her bottom.
He
just things like that.
Slapped her in the face and said that was cool or something, that was funny or something sexy or whatever. Made her give him you go down on him and all this other stuff. Yeah. Let me tell you why I have an issue with her. And I know that I'll probably get hate mail for this. First of all, it just said he hired her as paying her under the table. So she came into a job knowing she was getting paid under the table, paying her as an off the books employee in January of 2019. And why would you want to work for somebody off the books and then expect them to be an upstanding citizen?
And if people to take your case serious.
First of all, you working under the books, off the books.
I don't know, because here's the thing. Let's just say, for sake of argument, she was doing something illegal. Could that be considered? It doesn't allow him to do what he did. She's been violated.
Then she said Giuliani made clear that satisfying his sexual demands was an absolute requirement. So then at that point, you go, okay, well, I'm out of here. I don't understand this.
Like he go too far, maybe?
Maybe I don't know what she's saying. Maybe if somebody tells you, this is what you need to do to have this job, why am I taking the job?
Okay, maybe I'm looking at it this way.
Please just tell me.
Y'all know when a call girl, prostitute is hired. Okay. And you know what their job is.
Yeah.
But if it's not written on paper, in the mental contract that we have he went too far. He probably was abusive.
Like she probably felt like I'm gonna have sex with him, but I didn't know he was gonna be doing all this,
beating me or whatever. So we got to look at it that way, because people they're negative when a prostitute gets raped. I'm sorry, I said the word.
It's too late. Go
ahead. When a prostitute is violated, they figure, wait a minute, you was in there doing it, but she was like, yeah, but he didn't have to do this, and this to me. Broke my arm and my face is broken up. No, he violated her, so maybe he went too far with what he was supposed to do with her.
I don't know. What do y'all think? I just think that somebody's saying. To me, it's different than somebody saying you work for somebody and he called you in the office and then he violated you. To me, that's different, because I'm working for you and I didn't know you came out of the box on that. But I didn't know you was going to do all that.
But isn't this the same as what I just said with the call? Because you hired a call girl to do sexual pleasure. I don't want to see her. But you still abused her in that.
I don't want to see her in court. You a call girl, for God's sake.
But you abused me.
So what? You a call girl.
No, I don't. That don't mean I had it coming to me because I'm a call girl.
Not that you had it coming, but do you know how many prostitutes and call girls get the R word?
Yeah.
They don't go to court because that's the line. And you in that line of fire, that's your job. And maybe your job is not to get violated, but you're also a call girl.
Yeah, you take the risk and chances as well.
Yeah, that's like being a drug addict.
But you probably will get letters because women... That one lady that always, what is she? That lawyer lady?
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
She Gloria always comes, Albright. Yes. Gloria would look at it totally different.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, you hired me to do sexual pleasures, but it was not in the contract for you to use this material and that weapon and hurt me, and I walk away hurting.
But he didn't. She never said that he did her like that. If it was torture or something, I agree with you. If I'm a prostitute or I'm a call girl and somebody tortures me or does something like that, I agree. I should be able to go to the police and say something.
Okay.
But I don't know. I'm a call girl and then he does something sexually that I didn't want him to.
We'll see where it goes.
I don't know about that.
We'll see where it goes.
But I don't like
the fact. She has to prove it.
I don't like the fact that he hired her off the books and she took the job. I don't like the fact that he told her what was required of her to have the job and she stayed working for him.
Alyssa had
maybe 20 years ago or 30 years ago you could get away with that because we needed. You could say, well, I needed the money, or I wasn't a lot of jobs for women, or I was a single mom, but now
Alyssa had made on the View, she had made a comment about. And it's funny because Whoopi and them, they did a counter comment about, even though he was messy and whatever as mayor, there was still things that he did that was very good, like how he raised money for
Rudy Giuliani.
Yeah, Rudy Giuliani.
Oh, they loved Rudy Giuliani.
He was not bad. There was pros and cons with his being a mayor. He did some things,
horrible
made some changes
for black people, but great for the city.
Thank you. And she brought that up, and she said it's unfortunate that he's being called on this kind of stuff.
We don't know if it's true.
Allegedly. They kept all saying allegedly.
Yeah, I don't know.
So we got to make sure we say that too.
Can
allegedly.
Can we all just... I don't
allegedly.
know.
Allegedly. His lawyer may come out, to your point, and say, you ain't getting away with this. You're not getting no $10 million when you was hired to do something.
According to Monday's complaint, Giuliani forced her to perform oral sex on him. How does that happen? How do you force somebody to...
Well, it can be done, Kim. You can be forced.
How?
You can say how as a black woman and the size that you are, because you kick their tail. I know you ain't forcing me because I don't want to.
I can see forcing
with
sex.
a weapon on you or something.
I can see forcing sex because you can't push somebody off of you. They can hold you down.
And the only way she can say is, they were going to fire me. They were not going to pay me. So I felt I had to do it. I felt pressured. I don't know. If she wins this case, people probably won't care because they really don't like him anyway.
Yeah, nobody likes him.
I think he hasn't gained brownie points, so we can care less if he's allegedly being accused.
Nobody likes him.
Giuliani.
Yeah, nobody likes him.
You maybe deserve it. But it has to be proven, though.
I just feel like it's too many.
It's all over the place.
It's all over the place. She hired off the books. The same as the lady that accused Comover.
Oh, Comover.
I think he did sexually assault her. I don't think he R her though. And that's what the jury found too. Remember I said that before the verdict came back. I said I didn't think that he violated her. I think that he sexually assaulted her. I could absolutely see him pulling somebody in the dressing room and groping them.
Yeah.
And trying to put his tongue down their throat. I could see that 100 million times. He even said it. You could grab him by the you know what.
Kissing him.
Yeah, I could see that. But when I found out that she was a Apprentice fan, and she made comments positive about The Apprentice, I was like,
and they said,
why would I follow somebody who did that to me?
And they're finding out too, because they got tapes and recordings of him saying stuff. So the recordings will help. She would have to use in the court.
Oh, this lady.
Allegedly, yes.
Okay.
He's made comments about, and Joy brought it up too. He's made comments about her being like a daughter. And everybody at the table was like, I know. Joy said
he's disgusting.
Joy said he's disgusting and he's just like Trump. Trump made a comment about his daughter.
Oh,
she would be my type.
Yeah. He said,
what man says that about their daughter?
He thinks that his daughter's beautiful.
You're vulgar.
And Ivana could get any man.
Yeah, she's the type of woman I would be with. Yes.
Who says my daughter is my type?
You're just nasty. So Rudy allegedly said it too.
Both of them are disgusting.
But nothing's happening to him.
Wendy says Martha Stewart looked gorgeous. Jay Boogie, hey Jay Boogie, we ain't seen you in a while. She says hi, ladies.
Hey.
Emerald says hey, Wendy. Wendy says hi to everybody.
Oh, hey.
Emerald says just the thought of him with this guy grosses me out. And Wendy says, hello, YouTube family. Yeah, just the thought of him being with you. But I just felt like, I'm not saying that he didn't do all the stuff that she said.
You was just saying that it don't seem like a strong
the word forced to me is, unless I'm being naive, I just don't see how somebody can tell you. First of all, I'm paying you under the table. Mm-hmm. So you know I'm a sleaze bucket right there. Mm-hmm. But if I tell you part of the job is you having sex with me, and then you work for me, and then you get drunk, and then you say he forced you to go to perform oral sex, and then you said that what else did she say? All this other stuff. I don't understand why you would stay there. Him on the phone, like you said, she got recordings of him saying you like a daughter to me. Why would she not turn around on the phone and say, how am I like a daughter to you and we have sex? I felt like that's a setup. You know what I'm saying? What was her response on the phone that she's taping, that he don't know she taping, when he said, you're like a daughter to me?
I don't know.
She should have said, how am I like a daughter to you and we have sex?
But you got to understand, too.
Unless she trying to set him up. I don't like Giuliani. Trust me, I don't. But it just seemed like a setup to me. For some reason,
I just got something just went through my head, because I've met people, I'm afraid to say, ex-co-workers, where they mentally, they were not all there. And
you talking about her or him?
I'm thinking she's probably like that.
Like the lady that Trump, the Trump
and
lady.
I think even beyond that, because there are some people you can play mind games.
Yeah.
And they are weak. They may be feeble-minded in some areas.
Maybe that's it.
They'll go along with it.
Yeah.
They feel pressured, or they if they don't do it, something happen to them.
Well, Emerald says threats against you and your family members could force you to.
Yeah.
That's true, because he was mayor. So he could have said, if you don't do this, this and this could happen. I could, kick. So I don't know. She could have, I got it. She decided to work for him off the books.
And
so if you don't do this, I can do something to say that you stole from me or something.
Do it or something.
No, that you stole from me or something. Something legally. Like, if I go down, you go down. Like, we both in this together. I'm paying you off the book.
Because he has to do that under the book.
And he seems like a creep that would do that with that hair stuff coming down. I pay you off the books. And if you don't do this,
so she probably felt pressure.
We're together in this. You can go down with me.
You go down, I go down.
That's illegal. You know that, right? Tax evasion. You'll go to jail for about 10 to 20 years. Yeah. If you report what I'm doing, I can report.
So do
that's
this.
It.
Do this. Do this.
Y'all, let's see if that's what she's gonna say when his lawyers come after her. If she's gonna say, I couldn't because I took the job illegally. And I felt as if I didn't do everything this crazy man said.
Think about he
was going to take me down with him.
And think about it. And that may help her case.
That might make sense.
Because of the position he was.
He was in a powerful position. And no one would believe her.
I'm your slave, literally.
And he's also a beloved mayor.
I'm your slave.
All right, I got it. All right.
You illegally hired me in.
I got it.
I'm your slave now.
All right.
What you want?
All right, so that's it.
I'll get you later, though.
Okay.
All
right, if that's the reason then. If she don't say anything around that,
I don't know.
I'm sorry. I'm not.
Just messed her head up. Now she wants money.
If she's goofy and just like the other lady, I've watched The Apprentice and I love Donald Trump. And then later on, years later, he assaulted me. I told my friends, I told everybody, but yet I followed his comb over for years, liking his posts and stuff. So, all right.
She got how many millions of that?
And she ain't gonna get more. You heard it. She was on MSNBC.
Oh, it's because of the stuff he said.
The stuff he said at the town hall. Okay. They throwing that in there too.
How dare you talk about me? Okay, that's another $5 million.
Another.
You gonna keep cracking on me every time you slam me? That's $1 million. So you better keep your lips off keep my mouth's wife out your mouth.
Yeah. Will Smith. So that's it. He got to pay more money. See, he's dumb. Giuliani's dumb too. So I could see him doing that to her. Now it makes sense because she started off by saying
how the whole thing was obtained.
She started working off the books. I get it now. All right.
Okay.
Emerald says possible fraud. Now it makes sense.
Okay.